children. In this video, we will continue with the activity which we were studying in the last video, that is lumbering. So children, as I have already told you that lumbering, it is one of the famous, or it is a very popular activity in Canada. So the people, it refers to the cutting of the wood, etc. And the wood, it is used for so many purposes, like in the paper mills, etc., etc. So now the people, those who do the work, they are known as lumberjacks. So let us study about the houses of the lumberjacks and how they live, or what is their daily routine, etc. So now children, the lumberjacks, they live in log cabins, which are also known as log houses. These log houses, they are having roofs which are steep and sloping. Why do they have the roofs which are steep and sloping? Because these roofs, they help the snow to slide off, and so the snow, it does not collect on the roofs of the houses in severe winter. Or when the winter season is there, here we are having a lot of snowfall. So if the roofs of the houses, they are steep and sloping, the ice and all, or the snow and all, it won't be accumulated on the roof. So that is the reason they are having houses with steep and sloping roofs. Okay, now children, these houses in which the lumberjacks, they live, they are made on a slightly raised floor. Now, the reason behind this is that the houses, they are made in order to prevent the houses from the cold surface, which is all the year round, it is full of ice and snow. So in order to keep the houses warm, these houses, they are made on raised floor. Okay. Now, in the lumber camp, where we are having so many houses for the lumberjacks to live, the houses, they are having a cook house nearby where the food for the lumbermen, it is made. Okay. So they are having like a cook house nearby the lumber camp where the food is prepared for the lumberjacks. Okay. Other than this, we are also having the bunk houses. Now children, bunk houses, they are the houses which are meant for the lumberjacks where they sleep at night. Other than this, near their houses, they are also having sheds. These sheds, they are used as what? Garages. Okay. And here they shelter their tractors. They are having their houses also, store houses also, and the repair houses also, in order to fulfill their daily needs. About the activities of the lumberjack. So the next topic is life in a lumber camp. Okay. So children, lumberjacks are the men, as I already told you, those who work in this activity of lumbering. So children, these lumberjacks, they wake up very early in the morning. And before the sunrise, they have their breakfast. After having the breakfast, they move to the area which is assigned to them in order to cut the trees. Okay. Then they follow the steps of rigging, skidding, and howling. Okay. Now, rigging is what? In rigging activity, the lumberjacks, they climb the trees, the high trees, and they cut their branches. Okay. Skidding is they pull or they drag the logs to the roads or the rails or the river sides. And howling means they help the logs move down the streams. And when in the summer season, when the snow melts along with the water, the logs of the wood, they move down the area. Okay, so these are all the activities they follow. Then children, in one group we are having 3 to 4 lumberjacks. Okay, they make one team, and then these team cuts down the tree, and a limited number of the trees is assigned to them, which are to be cut in one day. Okay, so these lumberjacks, they cut a specific number of the trees per day, which is assigned to them. At the sunset, these lumberjacks again they return back to their camp. Okay. After that, they have a heavy dinner, a hearty or a healthy dinner. After having the dinner, they sit around the campfire. There they talk with each other, they discuss various issues, they entertain themselves by singing, and they also indulge in many recreational activities. So this is the routine of the lumberjacks. So children, in short, I have already explained you that they wake up very early in the morning. They have their breakfast before the sun rise. After that, they move to the assigned area. There, they cut the trees and they move in what groups. In one groups, we are having 3 to 4 lumberjacks. Okay, and they have a specific or a fixed number of trees to be cut per day. Okay, after children, then per day they are having a specific number of the trees to be cut. At the sunset, they again return back to the camp. They have a very healthy dinner, and after having the dinner, they sit around the campfire, talking, discussing, singing songs, and they indulge in various recreational activities. I'm saying that in this lesson, we are reading in detail about the lumbering activity. Now, children, lumbering activity, it is also considered to be a winter activity. Now, let us see why in winter lumbering is more easier. It becomes easy to carry on the activity of lumbering in winters because the tree saps, it becomes frozen, and it becomes easy to cut the trees. Other than this, in the winter season, the rivers and the streams, they are also frozen. So the logs which are cut, it is easy to pull them or push over the frozen water. Okay, and in the winter season, they cut the logs of the wood and they pile on the frozen rivers and streams. So when in the summer season the ice melts, then along with the water of the river, these logs also flow very easily. And that is the reason it is considered to be a winter activity. Other than this, in the winter, the air and environment is there. The winter air, it is very clear and we are having a pest-free environment. So it becomes easy to do the activity of lumbering in winter, and that is the reason it is considered to be a winter activity. Now children, earlier I had already explained you that it is a winter activity, and earlier we used to carry this activity mainly in the winter season. But at present, now it has become an activity which takes place all throughout the year. Okay. Now you see children, at present we are having the permanent lumber camps in this area. In which area? In Canada. Okay, why it has become an activity which can be carried out all around the year? The reason is that nowadays we are having more means of transport like the airplanes, the buses, the snow scooters and the snowmobile. So all these facilities, it makes the work of the lumberjacks much more easier, and they can easily move from one place to another along with their goods. And that is the reason from winter activity, now lumbering, it has become an activity of it has almost become a year-round activity which is carried on all throughout the year. Next heading is what? Different tasks. Let us see which are the various activities which are done in lumbering. Okay. Now, children, the person or the people or the men who work in this lumbering activities, they are known as lumberjacks, and they are also specialized in different tasks. Okay. Now, children, all these lumberjacks, they work together as a team in the lumbering activities. So let us see which are the different tasks. The first one is high riggers. Okay. Now, in high rigger activity or the task, we are having the lumberjacks who climb the tall coniferous trees and they cut the branches of the trees. What do they wear? They wear spiked shoes because it forms a firm foot grip on the trees, and they also wear a safety belt around them so that they can easily climb up the trees and cut the tree quite safely. Okay, so they are able to move up and down the tree very safely with the help of the spiked shoes and a safety belt. Then after cutting off the branches of the tree, they chop off the top of the tree. They cut the top of the tree. First they remove the branches and after that they cut the top of the tree. Okay. Now in order to cut the branches and the top of the tree, they are having mechanized axe or saw. Okay, the branches which are removed, they are cut off and then they are collected and taken away by the cables and the pulleys. Okay, now the second task is of sawyers or buckers. Okay, what is the work? They cut off the branches into equal required length. Okay, the branches which are removed by the high riggers, the buckers, they cut the branches into equal required length. Okay, then the felled, after cutting the branches, the trees which are cut, they are also cut into logs which are measuring about 4 to 5 meters, and this is used, these logs, they are used in the sawmills. Okay. Now children, the logs for the pulp mill, they are between the length of 1 to 1.5 meters long. Okay, so they are having the length of 1 to 1.5 meters. Okay, all these things, the branches and the trees, they are cut, it takes less effort and less time. Okay, now the next task is what? Skidders. Okay, now what is the work of the skidders? They pull or they drag the logs of wood, they take it to the roads, the rails or the river sides. Okay, then when these logs of the woods, they are carried on to the roads, the rail and the river sides, then with the help of the tractors, they use the tractors in order to move the large number of logs. Okay, and these logs, they are tied into bundles with the help of chains. Okay, now we are having the skid trail also in order to skid the logs of the wood. The next task is howlers. Okay, now what is the work of the howlers? They help the log move down the stream. Okay, they help in taking the logs down the stream. These howlers, they are also sometimes called river hogs. Okay, and these people, they are properly trained for their jobs. What do they wear? They wear the spiked boot so that it is helpful to them in order to move safely on the floating logs. When these logs, they are jammed, it means they are very near to each other and we have to separate them. So it becomes very easy with the help of the spiked boots. Okay. Other than this, the spiked pole move the logs away from each other as they flow down the river towards the sawmills. mills. Okay. Then the melting ice helped the logs flow down the river. As I have already told you that in the summer season, when the snow or the ice melts, these logs of the wood, they move along with the flow of the water. Now, children, the howlers, they have to be very careful, or there is always a danger that they would fall into the river or hurt themselves by the moving log. Apart from this, some of the dams, they have also been built in order to control and direct the river water to flow towards the saw and the paper mills. So many times the logs, they are chained together in order to create or make rafts that move down the river.